Guitarings. When was like your first band? When did you start? Like...
My first band, I started. I'm 36 now, and I picked up a guitar when I was about. I mean, I actually learned how to play a couple things when I was about 18.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, but I got my first guitar when I was 13, and I went to the music store, and he opened the book in front of me and went,
oh no.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And so I just went back to doing my sports and all that stuff. I thought guitar, that if that's how you learn guitar, then it wasn't as cool as I thought.
But were you like thinking, I want to rock? I mean, I want to play in a band.
Yes, and then this is perfect. High school party. It was probably 6 months before I grabbed a guitar. I went to this high school party, and this dude was playing "I'm the one that wants to."
The one who wants to be with you.
Chicks.
Yeah.
And they're all like, and he's just like,
I know.
hold on,
how many
little girl.
Dude, I mean, that story.
I know, it's a common story, right?
I mean, we both have that. It's girls.
And the nice guy angle, surprisingly, Cage, the nice guy angle didn't work. So I thought, okay.
Never does.
Now is time. College to now, I've always been in a band. Only when Guitar Jam started to kind of take off a bit, I just stopped doing any gigs. I only do gigs now that someone calls me, Trainwreck calls me. It's like, dude, can you bust a solo on one song?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, absolutely.
Well, check it out.
Yeah.
You can bust a solo on Guitarings right later.
You were on the road and stuff with some bands?
The biggest shows I ever did were not necessarily big bands. I opened for Aerosmith.
Okay, wow.
And that was the biggest show I ever did, and that was with a Canadian pop singer. That was maybe, was that 30,000 people?
I think people do look to people who do make a living at it. However, and we have different examples, I was just an actor.
Right.
And then playing in a comedy band with my buddy, and that blows up. And you're playing in bands, but then you hook up with me, and then you're sideman, and you do all your stuff, and then you're a whole nother route. But the bottom line is, we love the music, and we want to make a living.
Yeah.
Different routes. I mean, people ask me, I'm sure you all the time, how do I do it? How do I do it?
Right.
I'm like, well, think of the unique way that you might go about it, what you bring to it. You came to music late. I think to really start and really be a shredder, most of the time, I think you start when you're 6 to 9.
Just kind of.
I started when I was 9, and
you're right with the late,
studied,
and you probably felt a little late. I started playing flute. That was another thing about the girls. My brother's dude, the flute is not. I was 13 going, what? It didn't make any sense to me. Well, I like the flute. He's no, the guitar. And he's okay. I mean, I liked it, but then it made a lot of sense.
Right.
But just in terms of finding the way you can do it.
Yeah.
It's always different, and it's unique to the person.
Yeah,
for sure.
And there's a lot of different ways to do it. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do it.
Anything that keeps you from working at Kinko's.
Oh, that's I mean, but you really have to want it. I mean, in any route you take, you really do have to want it,
I'm telling you, for the last 8 years, every day I questioned why I was doing it. And only now do I not.